preparation is key. As we face federal uncertainty, and Congresswoman Fletcher will speak about it, with drastic cuts to FEMA and the National Weather Service, what we do here at home in Houston, Harris County is extra important, how we come together as a community. Know that my team and I are taking various actions, and I'm just going to summarize a few. First, we are in charge of 1,600 miles of unincorporated roads, 792 bridges that we have to make sure are clear and safe, and we have almost 7 million feet of ditches. Why is that important? We need to make sure the 7 million feet of ditches are clear so that they have the capacity to hold the water and then convey the water. And we need your help in these efforts. We are working with key partners so that we have these MREs, these meals that are ready, water, non-perishable supplies here ahead of storms. The Texas Department of Emergency Management is fantastic, but it takes approximately 72 hours for them to come. That is 72 hours too long. So local government, with our nonprofit community, with our private sector, with our places of worship, our schools, this is up to all of us, especially now with the level of uncertainty in the federal government. Yesterday, my team and I were excited to announce, thanks to the generosity of community members like you, we are giving away 150 portable AC units. We look forward to growing that program. We actually got a call yesterday of another generous person who wants us to expand that program. We welcome your partnership because we're in this together. My team and I are also hosting 11 hurricane preparedness workshops at community centers across Precinct 4. The next one is June 3rd at Tracy G. Community Center in the heart of Chinatown. Excuse me. We're also working on longer-term systemic solutions in partnership with our wonderful federal partners like Congresswoman Fletcher, with the Texas General Land Office, with the Harris County Flood Control District, working on numerous, literally billions of dollars in projects for flood mitigation, and there are many. In Precinct 4, Harris County Flood Control District, I'm proud to report, has completed the maintenance and construction projects of Upper Cypress Creek, Barker Reservoir Watershed Repair Package, and Addicts Reservoir Watershed Repair Package. Harris County also, and I want to thank the leadership of our Fire Marshal, Lori Christensen, who we'll hear from. Harris County was the first county to pass an amendment to the fire code, which requires assisted living facilities and nursing homes to now have backup generators, because what we saw is it was insufficient to be able to power up the AC for our seniors and vulnerable residents, as well as for essential medical equipment. So we have an ordinance. We're working collaboratively with the affected facilities so that we can partner to make sure, as a community, we are protecting those who need the protection most. We've also installed generators at community centers, as well as portable generator connections, so that we can be nimble and responsive and make sure we have facilities open for you and your families. As to me, it all goes back to home. As a mom of 3 little girls, they get nervous every time we're about to have a big storm. Last year in the Derecho, we had several huge trees crash, and by the grace of God, they did not crash through our roof, but they crashed. So every time they get nervous. And as a mom and as a former teacher, this worries me. So what I try to do with my daughters, and what I hope all of us can do with our families, is prepare, prepare, prepare. Come to these workshops. Make an evacuation plan. What are you and your family going to do? Where are you going to go?
Good tips there, since hurricane season again officially starts on Sunday.
That's right.
We have Ramisha Shade here, meteorologist, to talk about what we can expect weather-wise.
Well, you heard her talking about it. Know your evacuation routes, have your emergency gear kit ready to go. And when should you be preparing? Not when you hear, oh, there's a tropical storm watch or a hurricane watch for the Houston area. Now is the time to prepare before hurricane season starts, while it is still quiet. Let's go to our graphics. As we've been saying, Sunday is the beginning of the 2025 Atlantic hurricane season. So we are just a few days away. The good news is that nothing is going to be threatening us over the next couple of days, really over the next week. I think we're okay. However, NOAA and Colorado State University meteorologists are calling for an above average, busier than normal season. 13 to 19 named storms. That's the range that NOAA is expecting. Out of those, 6 to 10 becoming hurricanes, and out of those, 3 to 5 becoming major hurricanes. Colorado State also forecasting an above average number of named storms, hurricanes, and major hurricanes. You can see that average right there. I don't
have any information on
named
it.
storms, 7 hurricanes, and about 3 of those major hurricanes. So we are very close to the month of June. It's May 30th, so we've got June starting on Sunday. So you may be wondering, if we get a hurricane in June, where would it most likely form? Well, it looks like the highest chance for a rare June hurricane would be in the eastern Gulf. So that typically wouldn't impact us, but it's pretty close. It's too close for comfort. So we'll be monitoring conditions in the Gulf right now, at least over the next 7 days. No indications that anything would be organized enough to form in the Gulf. But of course, we're watching all of the Atlantic basin, the Atlantic, the Caribbean, and the Gulf. But right now, the National Hurricane Center saying that they're not expecting any tropical activity for any of those areas, at least for the next week. So we're okay for now. But you certainly need to be preparing. Make sure you're getting that gear together. Portable generator, flashlight, batteries. Like we said the other day, Rashi, toilet paper.
Yes.
Whatever you need to get through a potential tropical storm or hurricane safely. All right, Eastern Pacific. It's not quiet. We are still tracking Tropical Storm Alvin. You can see it there on the satellite getting closer to Cabo. Right now, it's a little bit weaker than it was yesterday. 50-mile-per-hour winds moving to the north-northwest at 10 miles per hour. I want to show you where it's headed Sunday morning. It's going to brush right by Cabo, but notice it's much weaker, a 30-mile-per-hour, likely remnant low by then, so we're not expecting too much from Alvin. That is good news. Should not become a hurricane. All right, quick look at your weekend weather locally. We do have an air quality alert that will go into effect for Saturday. That slightly unhealthy category, that is what we will be in for higher ozone levels. So if you do have asthma or other respiratory issues, certainly be careful out there and limit that amount of time outside. Of course, it's a big weekend. We got a lot of big time graduations going on tomorrow. It looks like most of the day will be dry, maybe a few showers for the late afternoon and evening. Temps close to 90. Sunday, though, better chance for scattered showers and storms, especially between 3 to 9 o'clock. So if you got pool time, if you're heading to the beach, just be ready to get inside, maybe to your car or to a building quickly.
Definitely. All right, Ramisha, thank you so much. Now, we are actually going to be going live to a celebration. We understand that Harris Health has partnered up to celebrate trauma survivors, so let's listen in.
Next thing I know, I seen like a bright light and I realized I'm in the emergency room.
I was 20 years old at the time. I was doing a pizza delivery. I was at the red light waiting for the light to turn green. And that's when I had a truck come head-on collision with me. They put me on the stretcher, took me to Bentop. They took my x-rays. At 12 hours, I went into surgery. I have a broken right arm that has metal inside of it. I have a metal rod in my right leg. I have a left wrist that was broken. My left rib was broken. My right pelvis was broken too in the car accident.
I think it was 2 nights I was at the hospital. After surgery, and the next day I was out, walking with a boot and a walker. I did therapy from August to probably the end of November. I didn't think I was going to be able to walk. What motivated me to get better was my parents. They needed me more than, anything else. And my grandkids, my husband, my kids also. A lot of people depend on me.
I was home in a week, and they would still call my house, check up on me, and got me through it.
The surgeon diagnosed me with 40% chance of living. I've always had a special place in my heart for healthcare providers. They did
whatever it took to get me where I'm still here today,